Accepting the Medal of Honor for Private First Class James is Valencia James, his widow.
In January of 1997, 7 African-American World War II veterans received the Medal of Honor, 6 posthumously, including a young Kansas City soldier, Private First Class Willie James Jr. They'd received the Distinguished Service Cross, but not the military's highest honor, delayed a study determined by a culture of discrimination. PFC James' widow accepted his medal from President Clinton, but missing on that historic day, James' immediate family, who could not be located. That is, until another veteran, a Marine, made it his decade-long quest to right another wrong. In the din of war, it arrives silently. A telegram, 8 April 1945, coolly offering regret for a mother back home that her son, PFC Willie James Jr., is gone, killed in action. No details, no service, his remains remain in Europe.
When PFC James took the oath of enlistment to support and defend the Constitution didn't apply to him at that time.
Didn't apply because segregation ruled the day back home and at war. But as the war raged on, African-American troops were needed on the front lines. PFC James volunteered, joining 2,200 black soldiers to reinforce white units on German soil. His valor would play out when he volunteered again, taking enemy fire as a scout to help locate German troops, then leading his men into battle, dodging bullets until, while rescuing his gravely wounded platoon leader, a sniper cut his young life short, leaving behind his single mom and young wife Valencia, whom he'd married weeks before deploying. 6 decades later, in 2009, retired Marine Robert Gray learned of PFC James and his Kansas City ties. Digging in, he also learned the young hero's family had never been found. His mother, Lillian, died in 1967.
We kind of failed that where she didn't know the historical event that happened to her son.
And so a Marine was on a mission. Locate that Medal of Honor, bring it home, and share it with any family he could find.
We couldn't find a photo of him nowhere.
He did find his widow's family. Valencia had passed in 2002. The Medal of Honor stored in a closet. And this, a portrait of PFC James commissioned by his late wife to remember him by.
You do not tell a Marine that it's going to be hard, and I don't think you're going to be able to do it.
Using genealogy tools, public records, and instinct, Robert began the journey to PFC James' family.
God works in mysterious ways.
Not knowing that at the same time, Brenda Smith was family, and acting on a hunch, she too was piecing history together.
And I thought, well, maybe that's Mom's brother. Because like I said, she always said that she had a brother named Willie, and he died in the war. But she didn't say anything beyond that.
1930 and 40 census records didn't reflect her mom's name change, complicating a connection. But when PFC James' medal returned to Kansas City in 2023, and the Black Archives hosted a ceremony to accept it, word spread.
And there's where we started making the connection. I received an email from one of the granddaughters about her great-grandmother could be PFC James's mother. And then once she sent that email to me, I knew right off the bat that we have found the sister.
In June, Robert met that sister, Elizabeth Baldwin, or Josie, as her family knew her, PFC James' lone sibling, now 103 years old.
It was very important that she finds closure of what happened to her brother.
Closure for a sister and younger generations who now know of the family hero, thanks to a Marine who refused to give up.
To do all this for someone who's not even your relative, not your blood relative, and I feel like he has done this for us, even though we didn't know about it.
The Black Archives recently hosted a second ceremony. This time, PFC James' Medal of Honor truly home. A moment delayed, but no longer denied, for a sister and her late brother.
It's a sense of pride. I would have did it for any fellow soldier or Marine or anyone.
Mission accomplished for you.
Absolutely. Done deal. Mission complete.
PFC James' Medal of Honor and a new portrait are on permanent display at the Black Archives of Mid-America. If you'd like to see them, We've placed a link to the archives that includes details and museum hours with this story on fox4kc.com.